Hey guys, I'm Matt.
And I'm Kirk.
And we're here with 1000 Lions Gaming, and we're here to bring you guys an end-of-season review for Fortnite Chapter 2, Season 1.
Right, we're going to spend a little bit of time talking about things we liked about the season, what we didn't like, things we're looking for in the next season maybe, and just kind of chop it up of what we thought and kind of digest the season.
All right, thank you guys very much, and hope you guys enjoyed the video.
To begin with the brand new map, we've been playing this game for a year and a half now. And it was kind of getting to the point where they would add in new towns, new locations, but the map as a whole was kind of getting stale. And I thought it was a really bold idea to just scrap the old map and bring in something completely new. So starting from that, it was like playing the game for the first time. You get this new map and a completely new location. Like I said, it was just like a new game. You had that sense of discovery. When you load in for the first time with the new season, they're playing the music as you're dropping off the bus.
That was dope.
And you know that everybody else on the bus is going through the same exact thing because they're all jumping in something brand new. So it's just like free for all.
So the thing that I really like the most about the new season is I feel like they did a good job of rebalancing the game. Towards the end of last season, you had like 15 SMGs and there were 1,000 assault rifles, and there were so many items that you could pick up, and like there were like traps, and you could never find actual traps. There were so many random items that came out of chests that you could never find shields or heals. So I feel like the way that they simplified the items that drop from chests and the items that drop in floor loot, adding shotguns to chests was very helpful. So it made chests like worth going after in the early game.
Sure. To sum that up into one sentence, they kind of went back to the basics. You've got an assault rifle, sniper rifle, an SMG, shotgun, rocket launchers. Other than that, it wasn't a billion different variations of, you've got your tactical this and your heavy that and, your silence this. It just became so much that I think they brought it back to the basics, and it kind of got back to what made the game fun. Because at the end of last season, it was kind of getting, in a lot of instances, it was kind of getting a little gimmicky, where you would have these crazy weapons that would pop up out of nowhere, and it'd be fun, and then all of a sudden it's like, all right, well, they've kept this in here for like 2 weeks, and like it should have been gone after like a day.
You landed in a town and started dancing with tacos because it was like Taco Tuesday.
Yeah, at some point, Epic Games must have just been like, all right, we got to come up with something new, like what are we going to do? And they're just like, all right, dancing tacos, all right, let's roll it.
So, for me, with the new season, my loadout changed a little bit. In previous seasons, I would go pump, SMG, AR, and then usually, a sniper and one healing item. So it kind of opened up the possibilities.
Well, another thing that I think with the new season brought, as far as the loadout, is the capability of fishing, right? So you have floppers, you have slurp fish, you have small fries. And it's a completely new healing item that only takes like a second. And so it made mechanics like end of game, fighting in the storm, completely different, because you no longer have to, wait 10, 12 seconds for a med kit. You can, have 2 floppers and all of a sudden you've got full health again.
You can be at full health faster than you can actually grab a bandage.
Exactly, yeah. And it gives you the ability to, win heal-offs completely across the map, as some people have tried.
People have done this.
It's one another.
It's one and one. Yes.
This might sound counterintuitive because one of the things I said I liked was that they went back to the basics. To me, one of the negatives is that the game has stayed basic the entire season. Like, one of the things that was kind of cool was that there would always be like once a month you could bank on them bringing out some kind of new item.
Like a wrinkle or some sort of...
Yeah, like something that changes the way that you play the game and makes you think, man, I want to get on and try to break that. Or I want to get on and see, how can I have fun with that item? I was watching a clip that I had like 2 years ago where I'm rocking balloons and carrying a sniper rifle. Like, I'm just like, I'm jumping over a canyon with balloons in my back. That's fun, right?
I think that's one thing that like really makes the game great. And it was kind of... Once the newness of the map wore off, and after a while, it's like, after about a month and a half, you're just like, all right, well, what's next? What are they going to add in? Like, what's going to be the new thing? They did the Christmas thing, which I thought that was done really well.
Snowmen were amazing.
Yeah, snowmen were great. Bringing those back. Not actually in game, but just having the like the Christmas cabin where you could go in and get different items every day. That was definitely a reason why I signed in every day when I might not have otherwise. But other than that, as far as actual gameplay, I definitely agree with you, Matt, that there were plenty of times where you're just kind of like, all right, well, I've done this a million times, and what's next? You need something, about every month to keep people's attention, kind of keep drawing them in. The Battle Pass, I don't feel like it was anything particularly game changing for this season. The skins I think were fine. The level 1 skin, the fisherman, I don't remember his name, but
I forgot. Yeah.
You had the fisherman, and
he changed like the old man from Know What You Did Last Summer.
Yeah. Yeah. And then around like 25, you got Ripley, which is the slurp guy. And you have the Magic 8-Ball dude who also switched to Cue Ball. Now the level 100 skin I think is one of the better ones.
What is the level 100 skin? I've completely forgotten.
It's the hooded guy with like the blue flame face that changes to black and gold. I thought he was really cool. The thing with me about the Battle Pass, they definitely got the mechanics wrong on the XP, right? So at first it was way too hard and it was going to take like 300 man hours like just to get to level 100. Like no one was going to be able to do it unless you bought the skin, bought the tiers. Then they overcorrected and I was like, all of a sudden now I woke and it was like every time I kill someone, it's like, oh, I'm up another level. And I went from like Battle Pass level 20 to like Battle Pass level 60 in like 3 days.
So drop locations are something that I think it's changed a lot this season. The first couple of days, it seemed like the hottest places to go. Obviously, Pleasant and Salty are always they don't change. There's not enough loot for the number of people that land there, but people still go there for some reason. But like early in the season, I feel like everyone was going to Sweaty and Sweaty Sands. Is that the name of it? Sweaty Sands. And Slurpy Swamp. I feel like everybody was going there. And then you had people that are going to like the lighthouse, and they were kind of going to like the external places. Now I think the sweatiest place to go is Misty Meadows. Right there, you have the two different sides and Little River running down the middle. That place is a madhouse in every game mode, whether it's duo, squad, solos. People are just there all the time. At one point, it was a really chill landing spot. It's just not that way anymore. The other place, Craggy Cliffs. There was a time when you went there because it was
early season, like first month.
Yeah.
Like no one went there, and then all of a sudden everybody was like,
bots. Like
we need to go there.
Yeah, we would land there with squad. We would land there with our squad, and like there'd be like 2 bot squads that landed, and we'd walk out with 8 kills. It was amazing. And then now, I mean, you go there, and there are 4 squads landing there, and they're all really good players. But I mean, that's skill-based matchmaking in general. We can talk about that later. But every player on the map is a really good player at this point. But to me, I feel like those are the places that have changed the most. Sweaty, there aren't nearly as many people going there as there once were. Even Slurpee, I think, has calmed down a lot. Like I can go to Slurpee and have time to grab a gun and do some work. But Craggy and Misty to me are the 2 biggest places where like the sweats are going right now.
Yeah.
The other thing that I feel like you have to talk about with this season is skill-based matchmaking. But early in the season, I feel like for me at my skill level, it was the best that Fortnite's ever been. There might have been a few too many bots, but like my lobbies in general were competitive. Like I felt like every fight that I was getting into was somebody that was on my skill level or maybe slightly below or slightly above. But I mean, it was like it felt really, really balanced. Like I didn't feel like I was going into any fight thinking, man, I don't have a chance in this, or man, what's this guy doing in my lobby? Like I felt like it was good. Squads were good. Like. And we got.
I think it hit a point. If you remember early, it was almost too easy.
Yeah.
And there's the bots, and but as you got, as the season went on, I think really it hit its stride about. What was that? I would say about November, December. Then when the lightsabers came, I feel like it started going, for whatever reason, the matchmaking, that's when it stopped being good. They got rid of the lightsabers, and all of a sudden, the lobbies were bad. And it was just like really bad players with really good players. I'm not generally, you don't want it to be too easy, but you also don't want it to be too hard. You should be able to go into every job saying, I've got a shot to win this. Not, I'm probably going to win this, or I have no chance to win this, but I could win this.
I have a lifetime kill death ratio of like 1.3. The last like 3 seasons, I think I've been around like a 2.4. So that's like roughly where my skill level is. I've died in the last 3 weeks. I've died to Cypher PK in solos, and I died to Reverse 2K in solos. I should not be in there. So if there's skill-based matchmaking, I mean, these are guys that are qualifying for the World Cup. It's like when they do skill-based matchmaking, they don't take into account the entire squad. They just they throw us all into my matches, and the next thing you know, we're running scrims where we have to tunnel from one circle to the next. Skill-based matchmaking is definitely something that has changed the game, and I think that they've been working and tweaking with it. I think it's broken now. I think they had it really good at one point midway through the season.
I think they'll fix it. I think they'll get it right. Fortnite Chapter 2, Season 1. Great intentions. I think they did a good job on a lot of things. Still a lot of room for improvement. A lot of things that are still frustrating about the game. But as a testament to how good the game is, that we're still talking about it, still playing it. So I look forward to seeing what continues into the new season. And we'll see where it goes from there. Until then, I'm Kirk. This is Bubba. And we're going to be doing this again in the future. Keep liking, subscribing our videos. Check out our individual pages. I'm at Kirkestein. He's at Bubba of the Zoo. That's ZEW. It'll all be under here in the video with fancy editing. But we hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll catch you next time.
We'll see you guys after Chapter 2, Season 2, probably in December.